Have you ever felt like you're carrying something heavy but no one can see it? Not a bag, not a box, something invisible. Something that follows you into every conversation, every argument, and every quiet moment alone. In my last video, we talked about the transactional treadmill, how men and women have started treating relationships like exchanges of value. Men valued for their money, women valued for their bodies. And somewhere in the trade, the person disappears. But there's another exchange happening beneath the surface, one that's even harder to see, one that might be the real reason so many relationships feel exhausting, uneven, and lonely. It's called emotional labor, and today we're going to talk about who carries it, who benefits from it, and what happens when one person is carrying the invisible weight all alone. This is the Prism effect. One reality, infinite angles. Let's begin. Let's start with something we don't talk about nearly enough. Men carry emotional labor too. From the moment they're old enough to understand words, boys are taught a simple lesson. Don't show weakness. Don't cry. Handle it. They are told to be strong, not just physically, but emotionally, to be the rock, the provider, the unshakable anchor. And so they do. They push through burnout, they hide their anxiety, they swallow their loneliness because admitting they're struggling feels like a failure. This is a form of emotional labor, the labor of suppressing emotion, the labor of performing strength when you feel anything but strong. And here's the cruel irony. When men do this, when they withdraw, when they shut down, when they stop sharing their feelings, women often interpret it as disinterest. He doesn't care anymore. He's cold. He's checked out. But what if he's not checked out? What if he's drowning? What if he doesn't know what to say because he was never given the vocabulary? This is the invisible weight men carry. It's not about money. It's not about status. It's about the exhaustion of always having to be fine when you're not. And the quiet truth is, men are starving for emotional intimacy. They crave being seen, being heard, being held. But they've been taught that needing those things makes them weak. So they suffer in silence. And then they're blamed for the silence. But men aren't the only ones carrying invisible weight. Let's look through the other lens. Now let's talk about the emotional labor that everyone does recognize, but still rarely values. For women, emotional labor is the price of being considered good. From a very young age, girls are socialized to manage emotions, not just their own, but everyone else's. They are the ones expected to remember birthdays, plan holidays, schedule doctor's appointments, plan the date night, remember the anniversary, buy the gift, wrap the gift, and send the thank you note. They are the ones expected to listen, to soothe, to reassure, to be the soft place to fall, no matter how heavy their own day was. This is the unpaid, unacknowledged work of being the emotional caretaker. And here is the exhausting part. Women are often the ones expected to initiate emotional connection. They ask the questions, they check in, they repair the rupture, they address the elephant in the room. And when they stop doing this, when they can no longer carry the weight, they're labeled difficult, cold, or bitter. So they keep going. They perform the labor, they smile through the exhaustion, and they pour from an empty cup, because that's what good women do. But here's the quiet tragedy that nobody talks about. When women carry the full weight of emotional labor for years, they build resentment. resentment that their needs go unacknowledged, resentment that their exhaustion goes unseen, resentment that they are the only ones holding the relationship together while the other person simply shows up. And when that resentment reaches a breaking point, the relationship either breaks or the woman breaks inside. This is the invisible weight women carry. It's not about being nags. It's about being the only one holding the emotional bag, the mental load, the constant responsibility for connection. And the truth is, women are exhausted from being the emotional anchor. But what if there was a way out of this imbalance? Let's look at the human spectrum. So, what do? Men can't keep swallowing their emotions and hoping no one notices. The silence is not strength, it's isolation. And when women can't keep carrying the entire emotional load and pretending they're fine, the exhaustion is not a virtue, it's a warning sign. The solution is not to stop caring, it's to stop caring alone. True partnership means both people ask, "How are you really doing?" And both people answer honestly. It means men learning to lean into vulnerability, to say, "I'm struggling," without shame. And it means women learning to lean out of over-responsibility to say, "I can't carry this alone," without guilt. When emotional labor becomes shared labor, the relationship stops being a transaction. It becomes a collaboration. It means seeing each other as allies and not adversaries. It means recognizing that the invisible weight is real and it is heavy, but it doesn't have to be carried alone, because the weight of the world is lighter when two people carry it together. This is the Prism effect. One reality, infinite angles. We don't claim to have all the answers, but we ask the questions that matter. And today we asked, who carries the invisible weight in your relationship? And what would you change if you shared it? Now, I want to hear from you. What's the one thing you men wish women understood about emotional load? About your emotional load? And women, what's one thing you wish men understood about yours? And here's the real question. What would change if you both decided to share that weight? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's actually talk and not fight.